Yo, today we are going through my Reddit comments. I might change it a little bit where I don't go through every single comment. I just pick and choose which ones I really like. So I think it'll be a better adjustment because a lot of them I I don't really want to go over because there's no need. And yeah, I think picking the ones I like and I feel like are beneficial to the audience is a lot better. Now, the first one we will choose today. I really should have picked it before I started this. So let me pause this and decide. Okay, I picked one. I think this is a good one to start. This is about being consistent with salah, with your prayer. And as Muslims, for people that don't know about Islam, we have five prayers that we're obligated to do daily, every single day, and it's based on the sun and the moon. So like times of the day is where we're obligated to pray those five prayers. And this question here is just how to be consistent. My reply is one way to be consistent with your salah is to reassess your priorities. If you have your prayer, if you put your prayer as your number one priority, then you will not want to miss it no matter what. If you are consistent with the things that you love and or prioritize, you must also partner consistency with self-discipline, meaning that you will do the task you set for yourself no matter how hard it feels. And this is in regards to salah, to prayer, to salah, but not just prayer, anything in general. If you put it as your number one or in your top 10 priorities, you will be way more likely to complete it because you see it as a more urgent or important task to do. And it's just a simple way to break things down, and it really is that simple. Making sure you make a list in your mind or on paper or wherever you want to write it down or type it up of things that you prioritize, and be as honest as you can with yourself, and then look at that list and think, do you need to reorganize things a little bit? Because if you have entertainment here and your education here, maybe you need to readjust some stuff, and the only way you can do that is making that list for yourself and understanding what needs to be changed. The next post. I think I'm not normal. Alright. Hi stranger, can you judge me? I'm afraid to meet my friends. I never have motivation to study. I just force myself to complete my assignments only to submit it. I have no purpose in life. I'm boring. Social awkward. Loser behavior. I don't have anything. Looks, nor money. I have very few friends and always avoid to meet them. I isolate myself but it makes me overthink more every day. Should I live? Okay, let's read this. What did I say to this? I read your summary about yourself, and I think that is incomplete, bro. And when I mention incomplete, I'm mentioning that he did not mention anything good about himself. And I say the key takeaway from your post is I don't have anything, and should I live? Those are the two statements that when I read it at that time, 2 months ago, I picked those points immediately from what his paragraph that he wrote. Those two statements are enough for me to kind of try to take an approach where I can help him in a way that he would want to be helped in my best understanding, because you never know how they want to be helped, but I just try to take it from what they say and work with that. Firstly, yes, you should live, and that is a great way to start off because you're answering their question. The last thing he mentioned is the question, should I live? I think it's right to answer that question. Firstly, yes, you should live. And yes, this is coming from a stranger, and it's to make him understand that it can be looked at as how would you put it, cliche or the rainbow kind of side of things, or like meaning rainbow when Rocky Balboa says it's not all sunshine and rainbows when you act as sort when I take that positive approach of saying yes you can live, people can look at that and be like, you don't know him, he doesn't know you, you never came across each other, so why are you telling them this? And I'm making it clear that yes, this is coming from a stranger, and yes, I'm telling you this, and it's okay if it comes from a stranger. It shouldn't be something that you should criticize. Yes, I can tell you deserve to live. I don't need to know you or have met you. I could just read your post, and that's enough for me to say that yes, you deserve to live. I have that right to tell you, and you have that right to live. I think you just need to adjust your mindset by slowly changing your perspective about yourself. And the most important perspective that you have is the one that you have on yourself, because that will dictate your thought patterns and things that happen subconsciously, and it will either derail your life or put you on track. I love that train assessment, I'll be honest. It's a very easy way to break it down. We cannot just tell you that you are great and list great things about you, because we don't know you. And at the end of the day, it's for you to decide how you feel about yourself. You have that control. And I think it's great that rather than trying to just give him compliments and tell him he deserves this and deserves that, tell him that he has that control over himself, because that's how you really get them to help themselves. Rather than just helping them, you're putting them in a position where they can help themselves by telling them that they have that control. And whether they know that or not, when you tell them that, it reinforces that, because when they read it, they think about it, they contemplate on it. Giving them that control is something that allows them to climb that ladder themselves, rather than you having to be the one to lift them up all the way up. They have that control. You have that control. I have that control. We all have control over our lives when it comes to our thoughts and actions. Before we even get the chance to judge you, you have already defeated yourself and unfairly judged yourself. And that is something that people do that is just is so counterintuitive to your desire to want to improve. When you're the one that's punching yourself in the face, shooting yourself in the foot, stabbing yourself in the back, how do you expect to make meaningful change to your own life when you're the one that's putting yourself down and unfairly putting yourself in situations and judging yourself for things? Try some positive affirmations daily to work on how you view yourself. Everyone has their flaws, but everyone has their strengths too. And I'll be honest with you guys now, the craziest thing about positive affirmations was that I only started to really take heed, to be aware of it, once I started being on these platforms and giving advice as much as I could on these platforms. That's when I started to think about positive affirmations. And it was only after the fact, that's when I made my own positive affirmations that I'd read almost every day. And I guess it goes to show that what I was giving advice for was something that I also needed too. And because I lent to it, it must have been something that was important to my brain, that was one of the first things I was giving advice to people to do. And it became something I'm doing myself, and I'll continue to recommend it as long as I see that it is beneficial to people. Just 2 seconds. Okay. Next, an example of a positive affirmation would be, can I change my mentality? Yes, I can. Can I improve my knowledge? Yes, I can. Am I capable? Yes, I am. Can I change how others view me? No, I cannot. It is out of my control. Can I change how I view myself? Yes, I can. That is in my control. That is just one that I wrote now. You can use it or personalize it for yourself. Try to read this on your own, or try to read this or your own one at least once a day, and you will see positive change eventually. But it will take time. Best of luck. Yes, you will see some sort of change. You have to, like, if you're reading this statement every single day, you will see some sort of change. And that example that I gave is a question and answer, where you're asking yourself these questions and you already have the answers ready. And you see how I pinched on the control as well, like on the thing you can control. You can't control how other people view you or act towards you, but you can change how you view others and act towards others, and on yourself, how you view yourself. He said, thank you, dude. I will try to apply this. Have a good day. I hope this person did apply something and he made some beneficial change to his life. Now, how to improve mentally. Delete the post. Okay, I'll read the whole thing or bits of it and see where the question was coming from. To do the things you want to do, you must first identify why you need to do it. Once you establish the why, then you can get the how. It is not just social skills, confidence, or motivation that gets things done. There are many attitudes like consistency, self-discipline, persistence, dedication, self-responsibility, and self-accountability. That's just to name a few. 2 simple ways is to start small and practice positivity. Practice positivity by reinforcing good beliefs about yourself and abilities. Start small by setting short goals that you can achieve to boost your confidence in your ability to accomplish them. Keep working on things one step at a time. And today I wrote a newsletter about taking things one step at a time, which will probably get released in in a month's time. And that one was quite a good newsletter post that I wrote. And it's coincidence that that's the last thing I wrote here. And I didn't read the in-between section. Overcome your boundaries. So once you acknowledge why, and also acknowledge that there are many attitudes that come into play when working on your goals, the next step is to figure out ways to overcome your boundaries. I think this post, I still don't really know much of the question really, other than the title there, but just a bunch of good information really, and just awareness on things that you needed an update on or refreshing on, or if you never knew before. Oh God, oh my God, don't tell me. No. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, I thought it refreshed and I would have had to scroll all the way back down. Okay. We'll do this short one to end it. What do you do to stay positive, to stay productive when you have bad sleep, when you had bad sleep last night or several nights in a row? What I do to get rid of any tips to get rid of brain fog? What I do to get rid of brain fog is meditate, read, exercise, or sweat or stretch for a short period of time. I almost read every single word differently. Every single word I almost read differently. Those are good ways to get rid of brain fog. It's really just finding something that is a good way to activate your brain, and if you slowly do it, you can start to clear that brain fog that you have, whether it's a headache or not a headache. That's wrong. With brain fog, meaning that you have a lack of clarity going on, and you just feel like maybe overwhelmed or whatever it is. Having that to clear your brain and slowly activate it again is a great way. Now, thank you guys. I'm gonna keep it here. I'm gonna leave it here because I don't want all my videos to be 20 minutes long, but it's looking like it. Thank you guys.